The majestic Felis catus, in its natural habitat, always ready for a quick pounce onto unsuspecting prey.
Or at least that's what I'd like to say, but my gosh, they're lazy. I mean, just look at the guy. He's been lying here for like 4 hours. I think I'm gonna try and do something about it. So I've devised a plan. I'm gonna build a rat and I'm gonna make it a remote-controlled one. The idea is simple. I get to play with an RC toy and it keeps the cats busy as well. I then went to my nearest robotic shop and picked up a few components for the build. I then measured all the components so I could later model them in CAD. But first I had to build a remote control, and that took way longer than I thought it would. And after building the whole thing, it will henceforth be known as the Shoddy Remote.
Well, if you need a hand to carry a load, I'm here to let you know you can put that on me. When that old hurricane is starting to blow, I've always got a home where you can come be. Oh, because I ain't afraid of a little weather. We can make it together. When I tell you that I got you, and I'm here rain, sleet, snow, or whatever. Oh, got you. Oh, you ain't got you. You know who got you.
With that out of the way, all I had to do was to cut the variable, test to see that everything's working, and then I could design an enclosure for it. And this is what I could come up with. Now, I'm by no means a professional, but I think this will do the job. Next, it's time to build the rat. So I took all the components that I bought earlier, soldered them together, uploaded some code, and then tested to see if I could make it work with the remote. And would you have a look at that? The servos be turning. And with the remote now connecting to the rat, I could finally start designing the rat and arranging all the components as tightly as possible to make sure the rat is as small as possible, which in the end turned out to be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. See, this wasn't my first attempt. The original one was quite a bit larger.
You little chunky. That's way too big.
But alas, the time has come for the final assembly and testing phase. So I started printing all the parts and putting them together, which took a few days, but in the end I think it came out quite nicely. After a few iterations, naturally. And then, with everything ready, it was time to start assembling. And after not filming the last part of the assembly, it was now complete. I then very swiftly edited the code and uploaded it onto both devices. And I was super happy to see that everything was working. I then resoldered everything on the rat to make it a little neater, and this is the result. It ain't much, but it's honest work. And now it's time for a test drive. All that's left now is to make it look like a rat and hope that the kitties will chase it.
Kitty wants a rat. Kitty wants a rat. But I need to sit here.
So I got some fur-looking stuff from our local craft shop and I glued it on there with some super glue. And I can 100% say I do not recommend, as it turned out to be quite a mess. I spent the next few days picking super glue and hair off my fingertips. It wasn't fun at all. But I think I did get it to look like a rat, albeit a comically large one. I mean, if that thing saw me, I think it would chase me. I'm kind of happy with the result though, and now I can finally put it to the test.
The humble Rattus roboticus emerges from its burrow in search of the day's meal. Nearby, the cats are on the prowl, ready to strike onto anything that moves.
I was concerned initially because it looked like they were just afraid of it. I can't blame them, I mean, the thing is huge. But it seems like the addition of the long tail really played into my favor, and they just couldn't resist the temptation. And it made me so happy to finally see them actually playing with the thing that I built. And all the time and effort that I put into it finally paying off. And after playing with the cats for a few hours, I think I can call this project a success. A lot of time and effort went into this video, and I do have a full-time job. So if you found this video enjoyable, please consider subscribing, and I'll make more videos like these in the future. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.